Good morning. This is Intuitive Anna Priscilla. It's new moon in Scorpio, and it's a beautiful sunny Sunday morning here where I'm recording this for you. This week I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. This is a wonderful old tried and true deck. I've used this deck for many years. I actually used this deck and the sister deck, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, during the presidential campaign between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and you can watch this series of readings I did actually daily readings on my Intuitive Anna Priscilla Facebook page if you're interested. So this is a different deck. It's a classic. It's one of the big all-time best-selling tarot decks. John Holland is a very well-known medium, psychic medium. He's been around for years. Studied in England, very well known, very down to earth. Here's his website, johnholland.com. Wonderful man, very down to earth, very kind, very accomplished medium. So this deck was one he created many years ago, and it's been a classic actually since then. But it's structured somewhat differently. So like the normal traditional tarot cards, we have the major arcana, but you can see that the images on these cards are totally different. So this is a very modern deck with beautiful illustrations. So for example, number 3 for the Empress would be fertility, and here you can see the egg, the idea of that, the plants. Beautiful deck. Intuition, this would be the High Priestess. So if you're looking for something modern but absolutely classic, this is the deck you should get. I absolutely love this deck. The energy is great. I used it a lot when I was working on psychic lines because it's immediately apparent. Plus you have the keywords. Look at this devil. You have the keywords right here on the card, which gives you a really good heads up about the meaning. Transformation, this would be the Death card. Here you see it's a transformation. She's being carried away by this dark figure. She's getting her butterfly wings. A very good deck if you like working intuitively. So all of the major arcana cards have this black border. Then there's another set of cards that he's put in, which are the chakra cards. They also have a black border. So he works a lot with his chakra energies. So look at this beautiful heart chakra. The colors are so vivid. So according to his guidebook, if you get a card from the chakra deck, there's the 7 chakras. The colors are just fabulous. Then you need to look at the energy or the color associated with that chakra. So if you got a heart chakra card in your reading, you would focus on your heart center, your emotional life for that particular reading. And you can just use them separately if you just wanted to do a chakra reading. You may just pull one chakra each day and say, okay, what's the energy that I need to focus on today? So that's a beautiful addition to this deck. It's in both of his decks. Then the minor arcana is color coordinated. So the red border are the pentacles or earth cards. And again, every single card is illustrated. So for example, the Ace of Pentacles, you see this one, prosperity begins. So you see the seed, the roots. Here we're holding, planting our roots, and it's going to go into a tree and also yield fruit. And also we've got butterflies for transformation. So from this little seed we get these beautiful big fruits, but it takes time. It's a time period of growth and nurturing that growth. Beautiful stories you can tell with each of these cards. This is the 4 of Pentacles. Again, firm foundation. So this is the numerology of number 4. 4 is the number of foundation, security, structure. You can see it very strong, but also the energy rising. The color red, associated with the Earth Chakra, so you can see that here on his body. Now the other thing that's different about his deck is the numbers only go up to number 9. And this corresponds with numerology. 1 through 9 are the basic numbers. They all have their meanings, so if you're interested in numerology, these are also good cards because they're very much focused on that. There are no chord cards either. So once you get to number 10, you're starting all over again with a 1. So this is a numerology-based minor arcana very much. But there are no people, no chord cards. He substituted the chakra cards for those. Then we have the cups or the water cards. Beautiful. Look at this beautiful card. Number 8, emotional withdrawal. He's meditating here on this beach. The ace, love begins. Love's being poured into the river of love that's running through all of humanity or your life. 7 is great. You can see he's got all these choices. You can have an open hand, a closed hand. You can point in a direction. You can push something away. So these are mudras as well. Very, very interesting. I love this one, number 6, Memories of Love. So these are beautiful, beautiful, modern, but classic cards. Now the fire suit he calls Spirit, and he has the purple to correspond with the crown chakra. Look at this beautiful card, Spiritual Strength. So number 6 is traditionally in the Rider-Waite, a man riding into town on his horse, having been victorious. So here you see a different interpretation of that. And then we have the swords or air cards. So this is number 4, which is traditionally a knight lying on a coffin. Here he is meditating out in nature, rejuvenation, conflict and despair. You can see he's running away from this conflict. Now he could be running away. He could have been defeated. He's running towards the light here. Way different energy you get from this type of illustration. Just a wonderful, wonderful way to use your intuition and to also just get a different take on cards. I love this one, number 2, mental conflict. You're in two minds here about what to do, but it's all in your head. So there you are. There are the cards. This is the guidebook. Wonderful guidebook. This is the universe card, which I absolutely adore. This is one of my all-time favorite universe cards. And each card gets a page in the book, talks about the interpretation of that card. And with the chakra cards, you get, say for example, the solar plexus chakra. You get the color, the sound, the element, the glands or a physiological correspondences, and then a keyword, I can. Then it tells you a little bit about this, where it's located in the body, what it represents. And then it tells you different ways you can balance the chakra if you feel that this chakra is out of balance. So you may ask in a daily chakra reading, what chakra do I need to work on, or do I need to balance or put some energy into? And you can just pull a chakra card for that. So that's the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So it's kind of a combination between an Oracle deck and a tarot deck. So what I wanted to do for you today is, since it's a new moon in Scorpio, is do a reading for this week, starting today, the 12th of November. So I'm going to actually do it a different way. I'm going to pull a card from each of these categories, since we have them so beautifully organized. So let's pull a chakra card. So our question is going to be, what is the energy for us this week? What chakra do we need to focus our energy on? Or what chakra needs some love and attention? It's a new moon in Scorpio, so this is a lot of inner work, or darkness. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. Sometimes Pluto's said to rule the unconscious. So there are a lot of things that may be under the surface here for us this week. So what chakra do we need to focus on? Oh, that's a good one. Base chakra, red, Martian color. So we really need to put our feet on the ground and focus on our stability, our foundations. Maybe our back is hurting this week, our legs. Do some exercise, eat some good food, nourish ourselves, be grounded, be in the present, work on our financial security, our health security. Really stay grounded this week. Even though with Mars ruling Scorpio, our emotions or aggression or energy might be very high, it needs to be grounded. So let's look at the major arcana card for this week. We have shadow, very interesting for Scorpio. Scorpio rules the darkness. Also, it's a reflection of us. So here we have the sun and the moon, the inner and the outer. So this is a week that we really need to work on our shadow, look at any negative or any unconscious urges that are pulling us through life that we're not really aware of. Maybe do some inner work, some self-awareness work. Also realize that things you project onto other people may be your own shadow, that they're not outside yourself, that these are two parts of yourself. So the light and the dark is very emphasized with Scorpio. Scorpio, new moon is a time of darkness. So this may be a time when some of your darker urges are manifesting. Let's look at our earth cards, since we got the earth chakra this week. Positive movement forward, number 8. So you may be at a point where you've achieved something and it's time to move on, that your growth has taken place. You've worked hard. Maybe it's time for a vacation, or maybe you feel that you're at a point now where you can move forward. So it's a time of moving forward. The water also represents emotions. So move forward in your emotional life. This could be related to the shadow card that we just had. Once you recognize what's going on under the surface, the ocean's very deep, you can move forward towards the light. So it's a very good positive, practical forward movement this week, and that would correspond very much with the base chakra card. A lot of red there. Let's look at the water cards. See what we get for our emotional life this week. Memories of love. So this is interesting. This is a time when you might want to look back into your past. Maybe some good memories will be surfacing. People who you've known in the past maybe come into your heart or into your life. Maybe people from your childhood. It's a time to protect your memories, to nurture them, to realize that everything that happens to us is part of the the light of our own journey through life. So Memories of Love is an interesting card because you may be separated from someone, and the memories that you have of them will be coming back for you this week. Again, with the new moon in Scorpio, very deep emotions can be evoked with that type of astrological configuration. So your past emotional life will be interesting to you this week, and also you will maybe try to delve back into the past and see why you are where you are now with your relationships. But don't idealize your past. Try to learn from the lessons of your past this week. Let's look at the Spirit or Fire cards. Fire is energy, creative energy, inspiration, spiritual energy, the fire of Spirit, Holy Spirit. Oh, this is great. Number 4, foundations and achievements. So number 4 is also echoing our base chakra, because 4 is the number of foundations and solidity and strength and security. And here you can see them looking at this home, which is the basis for their stability and security in life. So number 4, foundation and achievements. So you probably worked hard. This also goes with this card. You've seen the results of your efforts, the energy you've put into things. So this week you'll see that what the work you've done will manifest. You'll be able to be proud of something that you've done or you've worked hard towards. So if you're getting a little impatient, you've been putting a lot of energy into something, this week you're going to see the manifestation of what you've been doing. And then the last card is the Swords card, or the air energy. And deception and envy. Okay, this is interesting. Now, this could go with this card. You may have been fooling yourself or blaming someone else for something that actually is part of your own shadow. So be careful about projecting onto other people this week. But you may also feel that it's time to be truthful, take your mask off, and actually be who you really are. So this card has 2 sides. It has fooling yourself, which goes, I think, with this card very well. Looking at the other for being the negative energy in your life, where actually you have to look at yourself first. It could also mean very literally that you can't trust somebody around you, and you need to sort of take off your rose-colored glasses and actually look at what's really going on. Or you need to be more honest. You need to be like the one that's showing your true self or saying what you really believe. Also envy. You could feel that somebody here is negative around you or trying to pull you down in some way, so be wary of that. But if you're honest and open, come into the world with an open face and an open heart, you'll do much better than if you project all of your negative fears onto someone else. But because it's new moon in Scorpio, this is a week that's going to dredge up a lot of negative fears, insecurities, and this card shows that very well. So be very aware of that energy this week. So there you are. There's our little reading for the week of November 12th with Psychic Oracle, Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Thank you for listening, and if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I will be back soon. Have a good week. Just keep clear and don't let the dark side take you over. It's all within you.